G'day everyone, this is That Concern Guy. For this clip I like to talk about whether being a Asian Australian is a real blessing for MGTOW or not. Yes, being of Asian descent, living in a Western country such as Australia, for instance, is it a blessing for you know for the preventing of getting involved with the gynocentric mainstream dating scene. I'm sure that many are aware that being being a guy of Asian descent, it can be, I guess it can be a disadvantage be a real disadvantage for those who want to be in the dating scene in Western countries such as Australia, USA, whatever. Because Asian men in general are the least desired in the dating scene. In terms of interracial dating. It is apparent that many guys of Asian descent who live in Western countries or were born and raised in Western countries find themselves in a real big disadvantage in the dating scene, even when it comes to dating not just with Caucasian women, but dating with other ethnicities as well, such as even within the Asian Australian demographics. So yeah, even when they want to date an Asian Australian girl, for instance, a lot at least a lot of the time, nearly half of the time, these Asian Australian girls would prefer to date Caucasian guys. Well, the factors can be that these Asian Australian women or Asian American or whatever, of course they probably want to climb up the social ladder in regards to integrating into the more mainstream Western society, white society, I should say. Basically want to integrate. Step up a few ladder steps. Climb up a few more ladder steps towards more acceptance into the mainstream Western societies by intermarrying with white guys and producing kids with them, so that their kids will be more Eurasian looking, with more Western features, more Caucasian features. Sad reality, but yes, it is true. And of course most people don't want to talk about it because it's socially taboo, and it is politically incorrect to talk about these things. And the so-called progressives would say that, that's just nonsense, that's the race is just a social construct, that's just nonsense, blah blah blah, it's and all this sort of thing. all these sort of things they would say. But it is what it is. And but some would say that, yeah, being a guy of Asian descent living in Western countries, it can be also a blessing, because why would any guy really would want to get involved with Western women, regardless of of what racial background, white, Asian, whatever? Why would they want to go through all that sort of drama and all that when you have to deal with women who are very much influenced by today's feminism? It's so, yes, it's, some say it's a blessing and a curse. It Many Asian Australian men, yeah, either just remain single, or they just marry within their own ethnic group. They may even marry date a girl who's recently migrated here from Asia, so they are less westernized or whatever, and they still hold the more Asian ways of thinking. So they're not as much influenced by Western feminism or progressism, so-called progressism. Yeah, so being a blessing and a curse. It's however one wants to see it. And yeah, it just shows that, that even though many westernized Asian women who are born and raised, or will have at least spent many years in Western countries such as Australia, they would be more inclined to interracially date or marry white men. But the overall scale of things, Asian women and men still marry within their own ethnic groups, or Asian men and women would, if they do marry outside of their own Asian ethnic group, and they don't go for a white partner or whatever, they would probably cross-culturally date or marry with other Asians. So because of more similar backgrounds, similar upbringings, similar experiences. So, for example, Chinese Australian might marry a Indonesian Australian, or a Cambodian Australian will date or marry a Thai Australian, for example, because even though they're different cultures, they're still within the Asian context. Similar culture. Well, more similarities between the Asian cultures and similar upbringings. So it kind of makes it easier to date and marry with those who are still similar, even though they come from a different ethnic group, but they still got those Asian values, their mindset, and of course, yeah, have more of a family-oriented background compared to the more white Australian people. It's white Australian demographic. Sorry. Yeah, it's. So I'm discussing all this because, yeah, it's one side of the coin is, yeah, being an Asian Australian guy can be a blessing if you know that you don't want to get involved with the feminized Australian women, white Australian women, or or Australian women of Asian background or whatever, influenced by feminism. But yes, it's a blessing or a curse. So if you know people, guys who are of Asian background but were raised in Western countries, and if you notice that there are not many Asian men dating or marrying white women compared to Asian women dating or marrying white guys, you'll probably see how all this plays out. So blessing or curse. What do you think? Please leave a comment below, and if you like this sort of topic, this sort of topics, please subscribe to my channel, and if you like this clip, give it a thumbs up, and catch you next time. Cheers.